A group of American college students returned to campus this year, better prepared to counter any anti-Israel protests that might develop. It's because of how and where they spent their summer. Paul Petit brings us that story.
Nicknamed the Student Intifada, the U.S. has witnessed numerous pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses since the October 7th terror attack on Israel. During that time, many of these students were considered the enemy.
Somebody walked up to me, screamed at me that I was complicit in genocide, and spit on me.
Uriel Appel's college classmate also became a victim of anti-Semitism.
Somebody entered her room and flushed her Israel flag down the toilet, then continued to break her mezuzah, the religious scroll that we put on our doors.
Tired of tolerating the intolerance, these U.S. college students chose to spend part of their summer in Israel.
I would say coming here post-October 7th was a new awakening for me.
While most of these students are Jewish, some are Christian. All came to be better equipped to battle anti-Israel rhetoric back home.
Right now we have a group of speakers from across a few different organizations that are doing media training.
This training is part of Hasbara Fellowship's student leadership mission. Active on nearly 100 U.S. college campuses, its goal is to prepare students to return to school as pro-Israel activists and leaders.
You have to be able to stand up for that. I didn't necessarily know how to do that, but this organization has really taught me almost grassroots tactics, if you will, to be able to combat this.
This lecture focused on helping them answer potential questions from critics with strong logic and historical accuracy.
Just even hearing the different things that some of my peers have been doing on this trip really gives me a whole lot of ideas of how to go back and build coalitions with different groups and be more present online and do all of the things that, really bring the issue to the table.
In the 10 days they've been here, these students have heard lectures, met officials and soldiers, and talked to Israeli hostage survivors. They've also toured Israel, including the site of the October 7th massacre.
Just the sheer destruction. I've never expected to see what a grenade blast aftermath would look like.
In Be'eri, the kibbutz that we went to that was persecuted on October 7th, I walked around, the playgrounds are empty. Like, the silence is eerie.
It was less about what I saw. When I was in Be'eri, it was the smell. The fact that there's still a putrid smell of death.
The major takeaway for Joseph Moskowitz came from conversations he had with IDF soldiers. For him, they shattered protesters' accusations of Israeli genocide.
When you talk to them, they say, we really are the most moral army. We risked our own lives to make it safer for civilians. And it's one thing to read that, from the chief of staff of the IDF, but it's another to hear it time and time again from people who are literally on the ground.
Joseph also noted that for many protesting Israel, it can be easier to speak out if you don't have to live in it.
You realize how small everything is. You really understand the security and how little time you have when rockets are fired. And even just if you've ever been here to experience a rocket, Americans, we have the privilege and to never experience something like that. It's almost unthinkable to the American imagination to have to live under constant rocket fire.
As these college students prepare to return for the new school year, they shared how experiencing Israel firsthand has prepared them to speak for truth and against anti-Semitism.
And if they're able to say that I am able to have these conversations, I know what I'm talking about now, I feel that I can really say what I need to say, I feel that what we have done has been a success.
Anti-Semitism has been around forever, and it probably will be around forever. It's just how we as Christians or people in general stand up for a community that needs to be stood up for. That kind of makes it very important.
Reporting in Jerusalem for CBN News, I'm Paul Petit.